Emily here with Orchard Creek Homestead. So a few weeks ago I posted a video about Caleb's pizza garden, and if you haven't seen yet, I'll make sure to put it on the screen for you. But a lot has happened with it, so I kind of wanted to do an update on his pizza garden, and also I kind of want to show you a little bit more in depth our herb garden, and as well as our fairy garden, which all just happens to be right in the same area. I will say about the herb garden, and I think I mentioned this in the pizza garden video, that this is one of a few different herb gardens that I have planned. This one is more so the culinary herbs, the ones that I can just walk right out from the kitchen and grab real quick. The other herb gardens are going to be more medicinal ones, but this is all stuff that I could find locally, so I didn't have to try very hard to find any of these plants. That way I can go ahead and get something in the ground and get it growing. So I'm just going to kind of show you through everything. So these two pots right here, they have strawberries in them, and these are strawberry crowns that were left over after we planted our perennial bed, and I didn't want to waste them, so I put them in these pots. Now I will say, for some reason, these are doing so much more amazing than any of our other plants. We have all of these runners that I need to take up and do something with, because these are going to be what creates new strawberry plants. So on this side of the herb bed, on the back side of it, we have some mint, and we actually have mint on the other side as well. This came from our apartment that we temporarily lived in last year, and it was about dead, and then I stuck it in here and divided it, and it has exploded, which is wonderful because I love mint. We have a little rosemary down here. These are some wildflower seeds that we had in a little pot that we just transplanted into here the weekend. Here is Caleb's little fairy garden, and if you watched his last video, you could see how excited he was about the fairy garden. So we've created this little well or swimming pool out of just a small tin can and some rocks. Then we have a few other things, a magic mushroom, the house slide, a little pathway. This right here with the lime and the toothpick is a mailbox for the fairy. Caleb created that all by himself, and he told me to make sure that I called the postal service and let them know that our fairies now have a mailbox and that they need to send appropriate size mail for them. I like how our fairy garden is looking. Caleb is so excited about it. I do want to pick up a few more little things and just kind of slip it in and let him discover those. So I'm going to work on finding a few little things, little more details to add, and I think he will love that. So this right here is catnip, and I've tested it on both of our cats that we have now, our barn cats. Neither one are going crazy over it, but that's okay, because not only can I use it for the cats, but I can also use it for myself and the kids if we need to kind of calm ourselves. So that'll come in handy. Alright, coming around to the front, and I put the fairy garden back there just to kind of make it a little bit more hidden, so when all of this really grows up, it'll be a little bit more like a secret. So this is some chamomile that I planted, some dill over here. I have 2 fennel that I planted on either side of St. Francis. This is an older strawberry plant. We've had it for, actually we got it last year, and I put it in here, and it is doing amazing as well. It has nice sized strawberries on it, and they are absolutely delicious. The empty spot there, I'll probably come back in and find something to put in there. I'm not sure what yet, but I do want to put something in here because I want this whole bed just to be filled with plants. And of course, you know, at the end of the season, the tomato will come out, the basil may end up coming out, as well as the pepper plant. So I want this whole thing to be filled. And who knows, maybe if I can find one, I'll get another little fairy house and put hidden in there as well. So here is the other mint. We have lavender down here, and it makes me so happy that the lavender's doing so well, because I haven't had much luck with lavender even at our old house. It always just kind of died. Alright, so now we are into the pizza garden, and look how big everything has gotten, guys. So Caleb's sweet pepper plant is looking amazing, and it is already full of these little peppers, and he is so excited about it, and I am excited for him to be able to try some of these. Our basil is looking fabulous. And I do need to pinch these little tops off, so that way they'll grow out and bush out a little bit more. His oregano has gone a little crazy, and I love it. But look at his cherry tomato. It is a rock star. It is absolutely full of blooms. And then when you really start looking, you see there's a tomato there. If you look underneath a little bit more, way in the back, you might not be able to see it, but there's like 5 or 6 tomatoes. And it is amazing looking. It is looking so healthy. And I'm so excited for Caleb, especially since our big garden, and I'll save that for another video, isn't exactly where we want it to be yet. So it's so nice to know that we're gonna at least have 1 tomato plant that produces and 1 pepper plant that produces. So yeah, this was just a quick little update on how the pizza garden slash herb garden slash now fairy gardening is looking. If you have a fairy garden video, I would love to see it, so feel free to tag me in it or drop a link below in the comments. And that's it for now. I can't wait to give you all another update. Alright, thanks guys.